Hey everybody, Lisa Haverly here, and I had a question about the difference between school-based occupational therapy and private therapy. And yes, truth be told, OTs work in a variety of settings. Acute settings, as in hospitals. They can work in private therapy in a clinic-based type outpatient setting. They can work in nursing homes. They can also work in nature, of course, but they work in schools as well. And so school therapists and private clinic therapists, we work together, even though our role might be slightly different. And so oftentimes, parents are curious about why the school-based OT can't do something, because their role is different. That is why. They are there to help your child access their education and their learning. And so where private therapy might be supporting your child with really building those foundational skills, school-based therapists are going to say, what seating might be needed to support that current posture so that the child can maybe sit a little bit longer or sit with greater capacity. So there is a difference. It's not good or bad, it just is. And so private therapy at Rainbow Tree, we work on those foundational pieces so that your child has greater capacity to do the learning they need to do. While the school-based OT might say, maybe they need a pencil gripper, maybe they need a wedge to sit on, maybe they need more breaks to manage their energy level. So there is a difference, but everybody is working towards the same goal, which is to help your child be more successful. At Rainbow Tree, if you are curious about building that foundation that really can afford them greater ease in learning, reach out to us. I hope this is helpful. Reach out with any additional questions. Thanks so much. All right, hey families, this is part 2 of that video. The first part was to explain maybe the difference between school-based OT and outpatient OT or private-based OT. So this is the second question. And the second question is about how might Rainbow Tree therapies be different than other outpatient clinics? And the first reason is probably obvious, that we collaborate with nature. And so much of our therapy happens outside. Yes, it does. And we have a beautiful natural playground. We do have a small indoor space that we also access. But what I have found and what research tells us is that natural environments are very suitable for providing therapeutic intervention in. So this context, this environment of nature already feels more comfortable to a child. And that the sensory stimulation is more acceptable because it's a natural space. It's not overwhelming. And when we teach children therapeutic skills in nature, those skills are more generalizable, meaning that when they see the next park area or playground area or outdoor space, they have experience, they have built capacity to explore those outdoor spaces. And so the skills become generalizable and sustainable. So how are we different? We have an environment that is suitable for children. We have expert professionals who are more than dedicated to bring ease and joy to your child's life. And so those are some of the ways that we are different. Another question I get is, why don't you bill insurance? And I understand that it might feel like a barrier, but I can tell you this. The reason we don't bill insurance at Rainbow Tree Therapies is we don't want to be limited by those insurance companies, that we can provide an even more high value service because we don't have to bill them. And that frees us up to do the therapy that we think will work best for your child. We can use more creativity. We can bring in interventions that we think are suitable, and the sky's the limit. And the last biggest reason is that we build in time to collaborate with you and to share resources and tips and strategies and home programs, because we want your child to be successful at home. So we get to infuse so much more when we don't bill insurance. So again, reach out with questions. I navigate between cross country fields and baseball fields. So I am off to baseball today. So I do hope that you are spending some time outside today. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.